Guys, so I've seen 101 Halloween hauls from the shop B&M, and ever since I saw the first haul I was so jealous. I've just been like itching and scratching trying to find a B&M that I can access so I can see their Halloween range. I could not find one anywhere. So I had a few conversations with the Midnight Crafter and the Moon and Stars, and it sounded like their range was pretty cool. I watched some of their hauls and it just made me so jealous. And then I was contacted by the Midnight Crafter and she had kindly bought me an item from B&M, which when I heard about I was so excited, and then when I got it through the post I was absolutely astounded at the quality of it, and it still had the price tag on, and I couldn't believe how good this item was for the price that was being paid. I was so happy when I received the thing she sent me, and it made me want to go to B&M even more. So I did a little bit of googling and I found out that there was a B&M around 25 minutes, half an hour from my university. So each day I travel about an hour to university, and then the B&M was about half an hour, 25 minutes further afield than that. So I felt like an hour and a half was a little bit too far to travel, but if I was already at university then 25 minutes, half an hour doesn't sound that extortionate. So the other day after university I went for the little drive and I got to B&M, and I have to say I was a little bit disappointed. I didn't find as much stuff as I was hoping. It wasn't the biggest B&M in the world, which is partly my fault for not actually looking it up for long enough. I was just too excited. When I saw that it was a B&M I didn't bother to even see how big it was, but they did have a whole end aisle full of Halloween. So I did get a few items. The rest was all Christmas. There was like 4 aisles of Christmas and I was like, come on, it's not even been Halloween yet, but calm. So I was so thankful that the Midnight Crafter sent me this amazing skeleton bat, because there wasn't any actually in the shop I went to, and if I had known about this I definitely would have gone all the way to B&M just to buy this, and if it had not been there it would have been extremely disappointing. So first I just want to talk about how freaking cute his face is. I just cannot deal. As I have mentioned before, my favourite types of bats are bats with like pointy sticky uppy ears, and this guy 100% has pointy sticky uppy ears. On here it sort of looks as if he's got eyes, but they are just kind of encaved and painted black. The same with his nose, and he's got all these lovely teeth. And in the letter that the Midnight Crafter sent me, she told me that his jaw moved, which I probably wouldn't have actually seen if she hadn't have showed me, but he does talk like this, and it's so like cute, and I feel like it's so detailed. Like there's a lot of detail within like his skull itself. As you can see there's like some little dents and some cracks and things, and he does have like, it's sort of like an odd representation of a bat skeleton, because obviously bat skeletons don't actually have ears because it's a skeleton, but I like the fact that they've added that detail and kind of given him a little bit more of a character and personified him a little bit more. And as you can see his head moves around as well, so I have mine hanging upside down, looking to the side, kind of looking at the people when they walk through the door. Now his body itself doesn't have any moving to it, which is something I like because it makes sure it stays nice and balanced, but he has a nice rib cage. Obviously he's got a spinal cord, and there are some little screws in the tucked all away nicely at the back just to ensure that it's not kind of ruining the design at all. The wings itself, as you can see, it's pretty big, and they do have movement to them, but they are definitely nice and sturdy. I don't feel like they're going to snap or anything, but they've got, again, so much detail in them. And then down to his pelvic bone and his legs as well. Something which I loved straight away when he came through the post is his feet. I don't know how well you can see, but his feet actually curve round, and this means that he hangs perfectly off of stuff. So he can hang off of your finger. I have him actually on my oddity shelves. Now the Midnight Crafter really helpfully left a little ticket on there for me, and he is from the Crazy Bones company, spelt with a Z, and he's just called the Mini Skeleton Bat. I wonder if they had any bigger ones than this. If they had like a large skeleton bat, I would be all over that. I mean, he's a pretty good size anyway. I have a few actual real bat skeletons, and I'd say he's probably about a good accurate size for a bat skeleton. It also says that he costs $2.99. I think it's a really good price for this. I mean, I have seen the cat ones. I am so after a cat skeleton right now. That's all I've been looking for, and I can't find them anywhere other than online. But I'm looking for a cat skeleton which isn't like an extortionate price. I mean, for this I would have paid about a £5, and it's $2.99, which I just think is amazing, and I love the fact that it hangs. Like, that is the absolute selling point for me, because I love hanging bats. I love bats that hang, and it's so well like balanced. I mean, I can even hang it off 1 foot and it's okay. So I'm just so pleased with this, and I'm so grateful. Like, thank you so much to the Midnight Crafter for sending me this amazing bat. I love it so much. So this was the little guy which made me want to go back to H&M? B&M so badly. And when I went back, as I said, they didn't even have these bats or skeleton animals at all, but they did have a few tiny things which I bought. The first thing I was pretty excited about. This cost £2.99, however I have taken the label off, and it is a doormat, and it says enter our haunted house, and it's got a haunted house and a little bat, and it's got a nice moon in the background. As you can see, this is a pretty big mat, and it cost me £2.99, which I thought was pretty good. Now, I have been looking out for some Halloween mats, because I have seen so many people buying Halloween mats, and I'm like, where are you getting them from? I've heard that you can find them in Sainsbury's and that they are in like various like Wilkinsons and things, but I don't know if I'm just looking in the wrong section, but I cannot find mats anywhere, and I just have decided that I want to put these mats outside of like every room in my house. So I've put this one outside my bedroom, but I want some for downstairs, and I think they'll look quite good outside the shower and things. So if any of you know where else I can find mats like this, please do let me know. I did actually see that there was some stickers for other versions of mats, like other styles, but this was the only one they had, which I pretty like anyway. I absolutely love haunted houses. I love the moon, and of course I love bats, so I was like, yeah, this one's great. And for £2.99, I couldn't really turn it down. It's not the best quality mat you've ever seen. Like, it's very simply made. It's just a kind of soft fabric there. It's got kind of a rubbery feel to the bottom, and it's just been sewn all around the edges. But what are you expecting for £2.99? I still think it is amazing quality for that price, and it's so soft. I'm having this outside my door when I like walk into my room. I'm like, oh, there's something soft underneath my foot. So you can definitely feel that you're stepping on a mat. It does say that it's machine washable, which is helpful if you are someone who wears shoes around the house or anything, because if you get this dirty or mud on it, you're going to want to clean it. I'm not sure how well it would survive outside. We do actually have like proper mats outside our house to like wipe your feet on as you come in. I feel like it may not be as sort of sturdy enough for that. I don't know about you, but this is definitely something that I want to be keeping around all year, and I want to make sure that it stays nice and it doesn't get ruined outside. So possibly I'd have this like just inside my front door, so like you wipe your feet on something else outside the door, and then you walk in and you step onto this and it's nice and soft. So the next things I got were these, and I think they are so cute. I did see that the Midnight Crafter did actually buy some really similar candles to this in Lidl, I think it was. They were a little bit different. I kind of preferred the ones that she had, but I was sort of looking for something similar. And I found these, and I thought that they were pretty cute, and you do get 3 of them for £1.99, so I thought that was a pretty good price. It just says that it's like a 3-pack, and it is just separate candle holders with little candles inside. I haven't opened these yet because I wanted to show you the packaging, so I thought this like nice black bow that goes around it is pretty nice detail. I feel like they could have very easily just stuck a sticker on the top, but they have actually gone into that little bit of extra time adding this decoration, and I feel that it almost gives it like a Christmas present look, hint hint. So for £1.99 you get zoomed in. So £1.99 you get 3 of these. You get 2 of the orange one and 1 of the black one, which I definitely prefer the orange one. I do love my cobwebs, and I like the fact that this has a lot of cobwebbed detail on it, but it is gold, and we do know that I prefer kind of silver, but that doesn't mean I won't be burning this. The candle itself is black, and let me just see. Yeah, the candle is actually like solidly in there. It's part of it. It's not like a tea light or anything that you can take out, but you could definitely use this as like a tea light holder once it has gone. It has a vanilla smell to it actually. I wasn't quite expecting it to have a scent. I thought it would either smell like pumpkins or it wouldn't smell like anything. But it has quite a nice sweet vanilla smell to it. I'm sure it's going to look gorgeous once you have the like kind of the light flickering inside and it all kind of like bouncing off the glitter. I would like to say though that I am absolutely covered in glitter right now, and I've literally just opened it. So the next one I got has a haunted house theme. It's orange with kind of like black shimmery glitter. So you've got the haunted house there, you've got a little old creepy tree, there's some bats in there. I loved this. There's like a little bat hanging off the tree there. It's so tiny. And then it's got lots of tiny little gravestones. It's a little graveyard. Then I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It's got kind of like crosses with pumpkins on. I guess they're kind of meant to be sort of scarecrows in a weird way. You've got some more bats there. You've got a cheeky little witch flying through the sky. Some more creepy looking trees, and then you come back to all the bats and your creepy house. And the other one is just exactly the same. It's the same look to it. Now that I've opened it and I've seen this creepy witch, I feel like I'm gonna have to give one of these to the Moon and Stars, because I know she's really into her like witches hats and things, so, and she loves candles, so if she hasn't got one of these, I feel like she definitely needs one. This one has an orange candle and it doesn't smell like anything. Like, I was expecting after the other one smelling like vanilla, I thought maybe this one would smell like pumpkin or oranges, but it legitimately smells like nothing. So the last thing I got, I actually got two of, because I got one for my friend. I actually saw these on a completely different section. I walked past the tiny little end section of Halloween, I walked through the Christmas section, and then I found these like literally within the Christmas part, and I was like, please someone send help. These are the most perfect things I have ever seen in my life. You know, I am a fan of my sippy cups, so I was pretty excited when I saw these. So I got one of these for my friends as well, because it just kind of just, I don't know why, it just reminded me of her so much, and I thought she needs one of these if she hasn't got one already. And also it cost a whole £1, like £1 for this, like mind blown. It's like, this is a really good quality. It's actually like a glass jar, glass handle with a proper tin screw lid at the top and a nice plastic, ooh, a nice plastic straw. Again, it has a little stopper on it so it doesn't fall out, but you can actually take it out if you are to unscrew the top. Now, I was just pretty blown away by the quality of this. It's got a design on each side. I think that the Midnight Crafter also showed one of these in her hauls, because I feel like I've definitely seen this before in someone's video. There were a few different designs. I was so tempted to get the Beetlejuice design, but I just felt like this one was a little bit more me. The Beetlejuice one didn't really have that much of like a Tim Burton feel to it, but I liked the fact that this one had all like the different cobwebs, and as I said, it did remind me of one of my friends, and I thought we need matching mugs. So it has a very nicely detailed witch's hat here. I love all like the little like shading and bits within it. It says witch's brew, and then at the bottom it says brewed with evil intent. It's absolutely tiny, and it has the same design on the back as well. And it has got this kind of green, well, it's a very subtle sort of green look to it, like a green and white cobwebby look, and a little spider there and there. They're kind of dotted all around the mug. The actual jar itself is an amazing quality. It's like a good solid glass. It feels nice and sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's going to smash if I drop it. The only thing I could say about this, which isn't good, is possibly the fact that the actual design itself is just kind of like a sticker. However, I'm like scratching at it and it's not coming off. So it's a good sticker, but it is a sticker. I'm not sure how else they would have had to do this. Like, maybe they could have painted it on, but for £1, I literally have zero complaints at all, because it is so amazing. As I said, they did have a few different designs, but I thought that we needed matching witchy mugs. So that was everything that was like officially Halloween that I bought. But of course, like, I had to go through the Christmas section to get to the other end of the shop. So I did kind of have like a little Christmas browse. I'm not the biggest Christmas fan, but I'm always looking out for Christmas things which I can turn into Halloween things. And I did come across a big old box of baubles. Now, I've been looking for baubles for a different reason, but I came across this big box of silver and black baubles, and silver and black are like my Halloween and my Christmas colours, so I thought, this could be useful. And it was reduced down from £12.99 to £4.99, and the reason I got them, I just quickly wanted to show you, is because there are so many things you can do with baubles and a Sharpie. So I turned my Christmas bauble into a Halloween bauble. I literally just got a Sharpie and drew a cobweb all across this, and it makes it into a really cute little like Halloween tree decoration. Also, these could obviously be used on your Christmas tree. So let me know, did you find anything else in B&M which you saw which you think I'll like? I know that there is a beautiful like bat tablecloth that they do in B&M, which I was so like praying I would find in B&M, but I couldn't find it, so I was a little bit like meh. So hopefully next year they'll have them, or they will bring them to a shop closer to me. If you've got any questions or comments, please do leave them below. I hope that you're having a spooktacular October. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye!